rich as the 100K I spent that on my wrist, $200 spent that on your.
Condamné.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. Got a couple of minutes here before tip-off. Let's talk about the best of the best. The category this time around, ball handling. Kenny, who's got the best handle?
The best handle in the league right now? Oh, easily. Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry. Well, I'm going Kyrie number one, Steph Curry number 1A. Because I say this, Steph Curry has to use his handle to...
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Taking a look at Toronto. Things have really gone south on them. Over the course of the last 7 games, they've gone 1-6.
Yeah, you know, it's really tough what they're going through right now. The situation they're in, doubt starts to creep in, especially as the losses mount, and that just makes them as a team more and more vulnerable.
You know, you're right on point with that, Clark. I mean, the team chemistry does come into question. You have to wonder whether or not the players have started to tune the coaches out, so they just look completely disjointed out on the floor.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Ross in at the 3 slot.
And not much breathing room there. The step-back move gave him just enough to get it off.
And Middleton kicks to Freak. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And Toronto has possession, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
Now Parker, following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. And it's Freak missing. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Parker comes with the help. DeRozan in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find a rhythm and flow here offensively.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Now here's Middleton. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Monroe. Pass to Freak. The Bucks working the ball around. Right at the free throw line. The shot no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Lowry passes to DeRozan. Valanciunas dishes to Ross. Patterson the screen. Ross with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Bulls in Chicago. The 19-foot shot and another basket for Toronto.
How can you stop that? With the crossover that quick, that lightning quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of that.
Now Monroe kicks to Freak. He dishes it to Harkless. From the baseline. And he hits the jumper for two. Here's Lowry. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Chicago. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. Lowry drawing the double team. Ross with a wide open look. Here's Valanciunas. That one falls his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
To the left wing. Parker with no one around. Another miss by Parker. Raptors leading by 4. Ross kicks to Lowry. From the line. Good D by Parker. The Bucks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Dishes it to Freak. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Raptors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Patterson a screen on Middleton, and DeRozan. Here we go. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Now here's Monroe. Last game he had 10 points. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton the pass to Freak. Shoots. Middleton can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside DeRozan. To the paint. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Plumlee, he's checked in for Monroe. Raptors with the lead. Freak in at shooting guard. Chris Middleton is out there with Jabari Parker. Then there's Monroe. And it's Carter Williams in at the point. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
That's good.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks played a role for them. He finished with 13 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Lowry drawing the double team. Ross, that's good. And it's a 5-point Raptor lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Carter Williams. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Carter Williams has got 6 in the quarter. The Raptors have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Joseph dishes to Ross. Passes to Lowry. Screened by Valanciunas. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. And that one's good. Valanciunas has got 6 points.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. Outside Lowry. Launches it. No good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
And now, your Milwaukee Bucks dancers. Now from long range, we've got a set of point guards here that have been extremely hot. This for the last 10 games. Freak is second.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
No doubt about it. And being as accurate from three-point land as these guys are makes them that much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting. Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better make some noise for your energy.
And here we can check out the story on Jonas Valanciunas. Over the last month, getting it done. 9th in rebounding, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Boy, he's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the full 48 minutes. Glass eater.
He kicks to Ross. Back to Valanciunas. Clock at 4. Here's Lowry. To the left side wing. Now here's Joseph. Defense right on him. Goes up with it again. Rebound by Parker. Bucks trail by 4. Smith sets the pick for Carter Williams. And a wide open look for Freak. Off target from three-point range.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Pass to Lowry. Drains it from 17 feet out. Lowry's got his first bucket of the night.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim. That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Now here's Joseph. Tight defense on him. Carter Williams against Lowry. And it's Lowry again missing.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Oh le con, il peut pas partir sur un côté.
For 3, Ross. That's good. Ross has got 5 points now this quarter.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
And Middleton kicks to Parker. Screen by Smith. From deep. Toronto grabs the miss. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season. And quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are two teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court with them. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And so we conclude the first half.
Well, you certainly have some ground to make up in the second half of this game. Where do you guys need to improve as a team?
Mais pas en m'énerve.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
He saw a lot of good action in that quarter for Freak. 10 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Toronto right now, DeRozan at the 2 with Ross playing the 3. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Lowry in at the 1. On the wing, DeRozan, defended by Middleton, and Parker with the block. Monroe dishes to Freak. Harkless the pass to Monroe. Freak kicks to Parker. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Freak from past the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ross has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game. Bucks trail by 11. Freak dishes to Middleton. Feeds it to Monroe. Inside, Parker. And the layup falls.
That's just running the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Ross for 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. John Henson's checked in for Jabari Parker. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Chris Middleton. Raptors also changing it up. Jones checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Damari Carroll comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Powell in for Terrence Ross. Shoots. Here's Monroe. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Monroe's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
They set the pick. The pass to DeRozan. The feed to Lowry. Now the dish to Carroll. From 13. Nice D from Freak.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this 3rd quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Bayless. Can't get it to go.
C'est pas possible qu'il soit dessus, qu'il rate quoi.
Here's DeRozan.
Il fait faute qu'il rentre jamais. Petit touché, je sais pas comment.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Miles Plumlee's checked in for Milwaukee.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks dancers. There you go, fans. That was your Bucks dancer. One more time.
Here's Freak. 10 points for him. Pass to Plumlee. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Screen by Jones. Powell kicks to Jones. And again, Toronto no up.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Dishes to Plumlee. Down low and slam dunk by Henson.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
To the middle. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Freak. The Raptors also
Revient et est sur le banc.
Joseph's checked in. For Milwaukee, they have... So it's Toronto now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Monroe is out there with Parker. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Carter Williams in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. To take the lead, it's stolen by
L'autre,
Lowry.
il est nul.
He dishes it to Ross. For the 3. Shot is off. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe. Freak sets a screen for Monroe. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Monroe's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Milwaukee. Lowry dishes to Joseph. Passes it to Valanciunas. And just miss after miss right now.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Now Monroe kicks to Carter Williams. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Middleton on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from 14. Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And Parker with the block. Middleton outside. Monroe outside.
Vas-y, il aurait été tout seul.
He kicks to Parker. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Bucks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Middleton the pass to Freak. And it's Carter Williams in the corner. Middleton right side. Pass to Freak. Monroe dishes to Parker. That is good. Parker's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Here's Joseph, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Joseph. 12 points and the 1 steal.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer.
Pure défense.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stats.
And Kellogg's, right? And Kellogg's. And Middleton kicks to Monroe. No good off the front iron.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Feeds it to Joseph. Kicks to Patterson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Joseph. And Patterson drops them both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Monroe outside. Now here's Harkless. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
C'est cadeau, merci.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Middleton.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Now Monroe kicks to Freak. Harkless the pass to Parker. Bullseye. Parker's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
It's DeRozan with the drive. To the wing right side. And the pass to Valanciunas. And he takes that one and powers it through. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11
peut être tout seul, quoi.
We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. They set the screen. Middleton dishes to Freak. Parker against Patterson. Parker kicks to Freak. Back to Parker. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Bucks, Greg Monroe. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so Greg Monroe nails both of them.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Monroe. He's got 8 points and 4 assists as well. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Boy, has he been steady at the helm today.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
And Ross with the slam.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Outside Lowry. Left side, DeRozan fires from the corner. Rebound by Monroe. Monroe's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's stolen by Lowry.
Oh non, il est tout seul, il est d'un seul coup, le temps de chasser.
Patterson, the screen. Lowry passes to DeRozan. Yes!
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Freak dishes to Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. From outside the arc. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass it.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Pas possible.
Here's Valanciunas.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Freak. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Bucks, Kyle Lowry. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
The free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Now the feed to Middleton. Here's Freak. Milwaukee, no good
Bon
that time
timing
either.
important.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it.
Kyle, congratulations.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas. Kenny, what did you think?
He definitely put in the work down low. Used his size and his footwork. Got some big-time buckets, high-percentage looks. I think he really fueled their offense with that inside presence throughout the game.
This guy's efficient. He don't believe in taking bad shots. He's all...
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.